Welcome.
To Shade and the City. I'm your girl Treese,
It's Nels.
and today we are here to do our recap of the love and the marriage that happens in the Huntsville, season 8, episode 15, and apparently this is a mid-season break. We're just gonna call it a break.
That's why I said to be continued. It
Yeah,
ain't gonna be continued next week.
no, it's not coming back till because I told you they're still filming now. So this is just I don't, it's becoming the never-ending story. But anyway, y'all. So we're here to do finish up or catch up with the girls on the ladies trip, and it's again, I would never want to be on this island. I would want to be on the island, just not with this group of people. But yeah, so if you haven't already, Shade Squad and all of our new viewers, please make sure that you hit that like button.
And the subscribe button.
And y'all, we're gonna jump right into it. Oh, the name of this episode is Head Beach in Charge. Yes. So yeah, y'all, let's get into it. Let's get shady. All right, y'all. So we kick off the episode. Nell is on the phone with Fletcher, telling him how her and Kimmy bumped heads, and she blames it on her A-type personality, and Kimmy has a similar personality, and she said, but she just ain't going. She ain't just gonna be quiet. Basically, that's not just not what she do. Now, Kimmy and Tisha are talking downstairs in their, you know, side or what do they call it? The maids' quarters. Um, and Tisha thinks it's ironic that the ones that were telling them to just, deal with the room assignments have the nicer rooms. So Kimmy just wants to go to the beach so she don't have to look at the room. Okay. She's trying to look on the brighter side of things. She asked Tisha when is Destiny coming, and she feels like Destiny's also gonna have a feeling about being in the corner, which they absolutely put her in a corner, but and Kimmy believes that, once she sees her bed, she'll be on a plane ride back home. And I said she probably shouldn't be coming, but we learned, and like I thought, Tisha didn't have enough proof to tell her.
Because she didn't want her to turn around.
I don't care. But it goes back. I think it goes back to Shanita's point, because I don't think a friend would do that. A friend wouldn't set you up like that.
Mm. Did you
She
say
told
about
us who
Sunny?
she was 1,000 times.
You said what?
She told us who she was 1,000 times.
Stormy and Trisha are talking about
Basically just catching up, and she's Stormy's
Destiny
checking in
coming.
with her to see how, because it's her first girls trip, and obviously there's already been a lot of drama. So
Yeah, basically she mentioned Destiny coming, and Trisha's just happy that she's coming because she feels like she'll be able to defend herself. Sunny called Moses on FaceTime and told him to pray for her because these girls is already coming for her, and now Destiny's on her way. So he basically just told her, stay out the way, don't worry about them people. Then everybody goes down to the beach, by the beach, boy, so they can ride jet skis. Mel said she gonna call her little island boo, who she was texting all last night.
I said, okay, man, what was y'all texting about?
Mel was super flirty too. Did you see she blew a kiss when she was getting on the jet ski?
Mm-hmm.
I thought that's what we do. Okay, Mel. But I don't even think she had to call him, text him, nothing. He showed right up when he saw her. Okay. Nell said she happy about it. Okay, it's about time Stella got her groove back. Now, some of the ladies hopped on the jet skis. When Mel got back, basically, her little island boo suggested that they get some rum punches. She was like, it might make me act up a little something. He was like, you on vacation, it's allowed. She was ready to to act up.
I just love this island boo. Like, yeah, we not gonna 90-day fiance him. You gonna leave him right over there, Mel, where he at. If you want to go back and visit another time, we ain't 90-day in the other way in either. We just gonna, just don't keep him the island boo, okay?
It's giving Mel wants to act up, and she gonna get snatched up.
Ooh.
Okay, that's what it's giving. So Tisha is telling Stormy that Destiny's on her way. She probably gonna have to go back to the house and meet her there. And she feels bad because she didn't let her know about Sunny being there, but she said she ain't know initially, but she didn't want her to turn around when she found out, so she's just gonna have to tell it to her face. Stormy said that she ain't even worried about the Destiny and Sunny drama. She's more worried about the Mel and Destiny drama, and rightfully so, clearly.
Right.
Well, Shanita, she on the sidelines telling Mel, there goes the ops again. We know who she's talking about. Mel don't understand why Shanita keep on calling this girl ops. She said, I don't understand how you don't understand, boo. She done told you she the ops. She keep on telling you who she is, straight up to your face.
And that she does.
Mel said, oh, like Jesus and Judas, because, before he betrayed Jesus for pieces of silver, he sat down and ate with him. Nell said, I cannot believe this girl is over here comparing herself to Jesus. She said these fans have blew her head all the way up.
No.
They asked her how her and Stormy were doing, and she said good enough for her to be here on this trip and me to, be in the same space with her. She said the problem was, supposedly Stormy had an issue with, not getting her new number. But Mel said really the problem was, people want to be the HBIC when they get in this circle, and that's where they got me. I was like, oh.
No, I love when she said, look, you can sit next, you can put your throne next to mine, but you can't have my seat.
I miss that.
Oh no, basically saying like, yeah, you can't have my seat. You can sit next to me. I'm never for sitting next to me and having your own throne, but you can't sit in my seat.
I missed all of that.
Yeah. Tisha's hopeful that Destiny and Mel could be in a better space by the time they leave St. Thomas. Mel, meanwhile, is on the beach telling the ladies to ignore any foolishness that Destiny brings. She tells them a gnat is to be ignored. Tisha comes over to talk to the group about speaking to each other respectfully. And then Tisha admits that she
was really talking to Sunny.
Right. And then Tisha admits that she thinks what Sunny did was messed up, but admits she's always been a good person. And I said, see, because when the whole time I was watching this, especially as we get deeper into the episode, I kept thinking about certain people. Shout out to my sister-in-law, Dee, and Nels. They will not like this woman. And I know several of y'all feel similar. You just do not see it for Sunny. It doesn't matter.
Even after these receipts, you still see it for Sunny? Like Stormy
on her, the receipts are on Moses.
Like Stormy said, these receipts are receipting.
But the receipts are on Moses, not her. I'm with her on that.
No, the friendship, boo. The friendship. It wasn't just about Moses.
I guess.
I love you, sis. Oh, I said that to everybody. Girl.
I'm just saying. So, anyway, Mel and the ladies explore the island. They do some shopping. Tisha's back at the house waiting to welcome Destiny. Destiny shows up with her face on a shirt, talking about how her case was dismissed yet.
Not this next one.
That part. So Tisha breaks the news that Sunny, that's why I said, oh, talk about timing. What did they say? That didn't age well.
As soon as I seen it, I started, wasn't we just talking about this last?
Right. So basically, Tisha breaks the news that Sunny's on a trip. Destiny doesn't feel like she needs to prepare herself for anything. She says in the confessional, she's like, basically. And Tisha tries to bring, situations and conversations that she may be walking into. She brings up Mel's comment about Destiny and her, in respect to the girl code. And Destiny says if she wanted to sleep with Martell or Mel, she could have.
And she'll address it.
I said, "Oh wow." She said she's Martell's only real female friend because she hasn't slept with him. Destiny says she plans to address it, and Tisha takes her to see their room. Destiny is a little underwhelmed, say the least, and she feels like she was put in help's quarters. So Tisha asks how she feels about having a conversation with Mel, and Destiny doesn't think that they need to speak. And if they can walk with Mel, she can walk around them. And I said, okay. And they prepare to, go ahead and head off to dinner.
So all the ladies showed up for dinner, including Destiny and Tisha. Sunny said that you can literally feel the energy change. The tension is thick. Okay. Shanita and Mel were having a conversation about the jet skis and, the Island Boys. Destiny said that she worked with Shanita at a restaurant before, and she's always been talkative, super big personality, so she's not surprised by any of this loud talking and things that she's doing here at the table. They get on the topic of marriage and want to know about Mel and Martell. She said that they dated 9 months, he proposed, and then they got married 7 months later. Trisha decided to chime in, okay, and said it took her 2 years. So Shanita was like, girl, you married? Then she tries to go into all the technicalities, and Shanita
I
said,
know she hesitates, and then she's like, yeah,
but technically, girl, hush. Shanita said, how are you engaged and married? Okay, you throwing rocks at a glass house, girl. What?
Ooh.
I said, oh,
Trish said it is not the same.
Trisha said it's different. It's different. Shanita said, you're picking and choosing. Okay. This girl is whole married and you got a whole fiance. Trisha said, I was separated for 5 years. Shanita said, you saying anything to make it sound good, girl.
Ooh.
I said,
I don't think I caught that part.
I said, ooh, Shanita. I was like, oh my goodness, oh my goodness. So then Shanita called out Destiny and said, we heard Sunnyside. We would like to hear yours. Go on, speak on it, girl. Now, in a confessional, Destiny said that, she really don't feel like she need to explain anything to anybody. But if the Moses situation coming up, she gonna speak on it. And of course it did. Okay. She said that her and Hotbox got two different interpretations of friendship.
I was just about to ask who was Hotbox.
The only hot ass at that table. The only hot ass that want to share meat.
Okay, don't do that.
The only hot ass that know my friend is on that meat and I want it. Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna give it to you. Yes, Stormy had a point with that one. Yeah.
Basically, she said I got messages on my phone of Miss Hotbox saying I miss you and I love you, sis. Sunny tries to downplay it. Like, oh, if people say that to me, I ain't saying it back. Shanita said, girl, you told this lady you love her? Like that didn't come up last night when you was talking about how you was just her producer. Okay. Destiny said when she stopped being a producer, then she actually started managing her and managing her music. Then she said, her and Moses broke up in August. They got married in December. Stormy basically called it right on ahead and said, yeah, Destiny's receipts are receding. And I agree. These timelines ain't adding up here. This friendship, this interpretation of friendship ain't adding up. Well, then Sunny got frustrated.
My girl Trish on the same because her timelines don't timeline either, but okay.
So the difference with Trish though is she wasn't taking somebody from someone.
Okay, okay.
It was still a cheating situation, which I can see why Shanita said that. But to Trisha's point,
I wasn't dabbling in the like you said. It's about the friendship when it boils down to the friendship and the accountability about her. It's not even about how if we want to talk therapy on a bigger scale. not about what you thought. It's about how she felt, and she felt y'all were friends.
So then Sonny clearly got frustrated and said, she's not clearing up nothing else for her no more. And so Destiny, I didn't consider you a friend. Destiny said, well, clearly, because friends don't share dingling. I said, ooh.
And so then basically Sonny's like, well, you know what? I got the ring. Okay. And so Destiny
left that part out on purpose.
And Destiny said no, because I'm not. I got to give it to my good girl. Well, she ain't a good girl, but this one when she said
because she accepted.
She said you may have the hardware, but I got his heartstrings because he's running around Huntsville still talking about me. I said, Destiny, if that was not a read, I said that was a read.
No, Destiny ate her down. Destiny came ready. This is why when Tisha let her know, oh, Sonny's here, I just want you to be mentally prepared. She said, what I got to mentally prepare for?
Right.
But Destiny said, I've been waiting for this moment. Okay. A bitch is ready. So now she lost this next fight. Okay.
You terrible.
The one with Mel, she, the punches was just,
she started windmilling.
Yeah.
So
Destiny was just walking into the punches. That's,
So I think I forgot who it was that asked her, but like, well, what do you want from the situation? And Destiny says that she just wants to be left alone, and she wants them to be honest about how things transpire because she doesn't believe the timeline. So Sonny said that she's hopeful that Destiny could just move forward because they have. All right. Nell reminds the ladies that this is supposed to be a fun trip. So Mel gets into tomorrow's activities. They are going zip lining and ATVing, I believe it was. And so Tisha asked if they should address any more issues so they can just have, a day of peace the next day, which we all know this was not. And I love Kimmy. And I don't know, I feel like maybe she should have said it at the table, but okay. But anyway, so basically Tisha asked.
She really didn't want to go against Tisha.
She brings up Destiny and Mel and asks if they need to have a conversation. Mel says that she doesn't believe they do or they would have had it by now. So Destiny agrees that it's been 2 years since they've spoken. Tisha brings up Mel's comment about F Destiny the night before, basically. And Destiny is, a bit caught off guard. Like, why? Who said that? Why is it F Destiny? I feel it. I was like, yeah. So Kimmy says in confessional that Tisha don't be checking the temperature at all. And doesn't think it was time to try and stir up a conversation between the two, especially after coming off the heated conversation with Sonny. So Mel basically stands behind what she said the night before and said, but she's giving energy and peace and fairness, and that's where it will remain. So Sonny asked Mel where she sees their friendship, or like where did she see their friendship going wrong? I said, look at Sonny, producer. Okay. So Mel brings up the video.
Seeing her face.
Y'all just okay. So anyway, Mel brings up the video premiere party. She brings up the taco party. Then she brings up the reunion. And Destiny says that Mel speaks as if she's parenting. And basically, I think what she's saying is Mel can be condescending. She can. It is what it is. I love Mel, but it is what it is. And so Destiny says, she was unaware of all the issues that Mel had named and felt that if she left the friendship, that's fine, but she didn't need to drag her name through the mud, And so she tells her that she could have, exited gracefully. So Tisha chimes in and Mel tells her to fall back or it's not going to go well. She said, this ain't what you want, boo. This ain't what you want. And when do you see how Tisha piped down? Do you see how she piped down so quick though?
You said what?
Do you see how Tisha piped down real quick and was like, oh yeah, this ain't my
it ain't your fight, boo. Hit your ass on the sidelines.
Kimmy's not at all surprised.
Keep score.
And basically said that Mel is about to explode and reiterates, that's why this conversation shouldn't have happened right now. So Destiny still feels like it needs to be addressed since Mel said F her last night and thinks that they should be able to coexist, but then tells Mel that she's not the victim. Mel says she has a big heart and sometimes it takes her a while to process things. And then she talks about how her ex-husband Martell, as we know, was putting her through hell, and she would be on the phone with Destiny and she would click over to answer for Martell. She brings up how she now talks and hangs out with his mistress, and how Destiny posted, which I did see the photos and the videos of her at the birthday party. I mean, her son was with her celebrating, where they were at like Cheesecake Factory or something. But you know what I'm saying? And Coleslaw was there. And Destiny reposted it. And so Tisha tries to explain to Destiny how that might have been viewed the wrong way. Destiny says when it was brought to her attention, she immediately took it down. She says that she can't help Coleslaws over there when she comes around. It says that that's who Martell is with. So it's not like what she's not supposed to have play dates because Coleslaw is over there. So Destiny brings up how Mel and Coleslaw basically used to be friends, or tries to insinuate that they used to be friends, and how Mel was basically trying to coach her as to how to cheat respectfully, and would call her. And so all the ladies are confused at this point. So this is when you see Mel get real fired up. And because it does, I'm not going to lie, Mel made so much sense. Like, it's one thing to just be fired up. And I wish she would have given what she gave in the confessional at that table, because it made like, you can't sit here and say, and my own husband said, I was crying in the closet, I was suffering silently, I was depressed, I was losing weight. That's not somebody who's upset that their husband's cheating.
And she called her out on it to her face. She said, yes, I was on the phone with that girl asking when he was going to be over there so I can go catch him cheating.
So I could be where I am now and be done with the situation. Yeah.
And then Destiny, well, it was my interpretation.
Right. It was your interpretation.
Absolutely not, ma'am. Absolutely.
Well, you hit not the gavel.
You lost this one. You lost this one. You lost.
Look,
you lost
that case got dismissed.
Thrown out.
And
thrown out. The hell? Said, oh my goodness!
But obviously,
when she said that, I know everybody was interested, because I was like, what?
And so basically, Mel says that basically Destiny pulled that out her old big what she said, ugly big ass. And then she said Destiny talk about how she's seen the messages in her inbox or whatever.
Your credibility is shot to shit at this point.
Right. And then she's like, when I told you, let's go ride on her. I told you, let's put up on her. Well, Destiny, that's why you have cases pending against you right now. Allegedly. I'm just saying. You can't, when you're an adult, even though we all want to get gangster, sometimes we got to realize we have too much to lose. But if you ain't got nothing to lose,
in order to believe what Destiny says, we're going to need receipts. She won the last one because she had receipts. This one, the case is thrown out. We absolutely not. We need receipts. Right.
And so basically, we realize at this point, Destiny and Mel are not going to come together on this trip at all. I think Tisha is the one that said, based on how this dinner goes, it'll determine how the trip is probably going to go. And we know it's probably not going to go well based off this dinner. So, I mean, I just think the nerve, even if that were the case, even if you thought you had some ammo, even if you thought that was a good read, and that's why I'm with Mel. So this is something that Martell fed you. Because it definitely sounds because there's no way you as a woman going through your own divorce for whatever reasons that you went through it. Because
we know she the one that caused the pain.
Right. Apparently, allegedly.
So I mean, that's why she don't understand. She can't relate. That's why she's so cool with Martell. She can relate to his side of the story.
Well, it's the pygmy of it all. But yeah, y'all. So let us know what y'all think. Drop down in the comments. If you haven't already, please make sure you hit that like button.
Make sure you comment.
Make sure you subscribe.
And hit the notification bell.
And make sure you're following us on all the platforms, the TikTok, the Twitter, the Facebook, and the IG. And yeah, y'all, we will catch you next week. Well, actually, no, we won't. We will catch you whenever they come back on, whenever that is. Until the meantime, catch us with our girl Really Be TV reviews every Sunday as we do our Love and Marriage Detroit. And, I will say I had fun last week, and we appreciate you showing us love. We got a lot of likes, a lot of views, and I appreciate it because we all know the show wasn't all that, but the fact that we can still come together and talk about it as a community, I can appreciate that. So y'all make sure y'all join us. But anyway, y'all have a great rest of your week. Bye bye.